Now on KIRO 7 News.
Super Bowl champion and longtime Seahawks coach Pete Carroll now out as head coach. What he had to say about the news that shocked everyone.
And remember this massive fire at Gulp Middle School in Tacoma? Police have now arrested 3 teens. When we can expect them in court.
We've been grieving and mourning his loss because literally it was like unexpected.
The family of a rideshare driver randomly shot and killed in Edmonds speaks out. Hear from them and what we're learning about the suspect now in custody.
And taking a live look over downtown Seattle, looking beautiful out there, but it is gonna get chilly. Today is Thursday, January 11th. Welcome to KIRO 7 News in the morning. I'm Lindsay Sheldon.
And I'm Niku Kazori. We have Kevin Coe here with a look at your real-time traffic. Already seeing something early this morning.
Yeah, we are seeing something. Good news is the weather ain't like it was yesterday.
Not at all. And you know, what we're going to find is just a couple of showers early, and most of those are actually wrapping up. I do think showers are going to increase a little later today.
Now on KIRO 7 News.
This morning, a group of teens in jail for this destructive fire. Learn what's happening today as prosecutors decide the charges.
And new allegations against Starbucks. Why one group says the Seattle coffee giant is lying to customers.
The idea is to be proactive and get this done before the freeze hits.
Preparing for a deep freeze. The steps you can take right now to keep you and your home warm through severe winter weather.
And let's give you a live look over Seattle right now. Looking beautiful out there. Not too cold yet. Yet is the key word. All right. Welcome to KIRO 7 News in the morning. I'm Lindsay Sheldon.
And I'm Niku Kazori. We have Kevin Coe here with a look at your real-time traffic. And Nick, you have been tracking this cold, and yeah, it's on its way.
It is. And for places, say like Bellingham, for example, maybe even Everett, we're around our high temperature now. If you look here, there is a little bit of moisture, very little. And what I think you'll see, though.
Now on KIRO 7 News.
Breaking news in South King County. You are looking live in SeaTac. Deputies are investigating a deadly shooting outside a motel near the airport.
And this is a live look in Bellingham as we prepare you for the very cold temperatures coming to much of western Washington.
And Super Bowl champion and longtime Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll now out with the top job.
Yeah.
What he had to say about the news that shocked everybody.
Let's take a live look outside, and we are looking at our beautiful Seattle city skyline. You can see out here, not really looking at much cloud cover, but yeah, the cold is on its way. It's Thursday, January 11th, and welcome to KIRO 7 News in the morning. I'm Niku Kazori.
And I'm Lindsay Sheldon. We have team coverage for you this morning on this weather moving in. We are tracking how low the temperatures will drop across western Washington. Our Braseda Holgen is live in Bellingham for you.
And Kevin Coe has your real-time traffic. But first, let's go to meteorologist Nick Allard with your pinpoint weather. And Nick, yeah, the cold is just hours away.
It is on its way. So let me show you one time frame, say at lunchtime or so, on your wind tracker. See how most of the area has west-southwesterly wind? Look up north. You see Bellingham, you have that northeasterly wind. Later this morning into the afternoon, that's going to pick up and eventually slide south everywhere. So a lot of places may even have their higher temperature this morning and then fall this afternoon. So we have to look at what this means for the cold everywhere, where it's going to be the windiest, and also if we have any snow chances because of it. KIRO 7's Braseda Holgen is live in the Bellingham area. It's a little breezy now, but later today you're going to have gusts well above 40 and dangerously low wind chill. So you got to get ready.
This is KIRO 7 Breaking News.
We are tracking breaking news in South King County this morning. You are looking live in SeaTac. Deputies are investigating a deadly shooting outside a motel near the airport.
And new allegations against Starbucks. Why one group says the Seattle coffee giant is lying to consumers.
The idea is to be proactive and get this done before the freeze hits.
Preparing for a deep freeze. The steps you can take right now to keep you and your home warm through this severe winter weather ahead.
Let's take a live look outside. It is looking beautiful looking at our Seattle skyline. But yeah, don't be fooled. You can't tell how cold it is, and it's just going to get even cooler out there. It's Thursday, January 11th, and welcome to KIRO 7 News in the morning. I'm Niku Kazori.
I'm Lindsay Sheldon. We have team coverage for you this morning on the weather. We are tracking how low these temperatures will drop across western Washington. Braseda Holgan is in Bellingham, where, they'll be feeling some of that first.
Yeah, Kevin Coe is looking at your real-time traffic. But first, let's go to meteorologist Nick Allard, who is tracking all this cold.
Okay, right now we are mainly...
This is KIRO 7 breaking news.
We are following breaking news in South King County this morning. Deputies investigating a deadly shooting just a mile from SeaTac Airport. KIRO 7 News is live at the crime scene with an update.
And this is a live look in Bellingham as we prepare you for the very cold temperatures coming to much of western Washington.
Super Bowl champ and longtime Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll now out of the top job. What he had to say about the news that shocked really everyone.
Yeah, we're taking a live look outside at our beautiful Seattle city skyline. It is looking nice and clear, but what you can't see is how cold it is and how much colder it's going to get too. It's Thursday, January 11th.
Welcome to KIRO 7 News in the morning. I'm Lindsay Sheldon.
And I'm Niku Kazori. We have live team coverage this morning. We're tracking how low the temperatures will drop across western Washington. We have Braseda Holgan in Bellingham.
Kevin Coe with your real-time traffic. But first, let's go to meteorologist Nick Allard, because Niku, if you think it's cold now, I don't know how to tell you about these temperatures later.
Oh, I know.
Nick.
Good morning, I'm Niku Kazori. We are following breaking news happening right now in South King County. The sheriff's office confirmed the deputies found a wounded man in the parking lot of the Motel 6 on International Boulevard. This is in the city of SeaTac. Responding medics tried to save the life of the unidentified shooting victim, but unfortunately he died from his injuries. Detectives from the King County Major Crime Unit are on the scene investigating. And parts of the North Sound are getting ready for the deep freeze. One of the biggest concerns for people is frozen pipes. If they break, the damage can be a disaster. A hardware store manager in Everett says you don't have to spend a lot to save yourself from a headache. He says wrapping pipes and covering outdoor faucets is important. Those are all some good tips, Nick, and you're tracking the cold.
Yeah, it really is going to be cold. I mean, if you look here, we're not getting much moisture, right? You have a little bit of shower activity in the Olympic Peninsula, but you're mainly dry. I do think, though, you will see an increase in showers, snow showers potentially, as that northeast wind kicks in later today. And that actually will make it so that, for example, that 39 for Bellingham, that already happened. You've already had your high temperature. And a lot of places will have their high around lunchtime, and then the afternoon temperatures fall. So as that northeast wind moves south tonight, you are going to see some pockets of snow, wet snow into tomorrow morning. Right now, though, besides the really cold temperatures, I do not see snow in the forecast later Friday or Saturday anymore. And then Sunday in the mid-30s, could see some showers return by Tuesday.
Right now on KIRO 7 News.
It is 12 o'clock and we are taking a live look outside at the Snoqualmie Resort. This is the summit at Snoqualmie, and if you can look and see, you can definitely feel exactly how cold it is outside. We have our meteorologist Nick Allard joining us now. And Nick, just from that one picture, it kind of gives me chills thinking, wow, it's getting cold and it's going to get colder too.
And a lot of places are around their high temperature for the day now, because what will happen is northeast wind will kick in and slowly start to bring the temperatures down. That's already happened in Bellingham, where now you're 26. We started our morning show this morning. It was 39, and we've gone the other way. Now, we have also had generally some north-northwesterly wind connecting with some south-southwesterly wind, increasing pockets where you're...
Right now on KIRO 7 News.
Thanks for watching KIRO 7 News. It is 12:31 and we are taking a live look outside. It looks like this is Snoqualmie, and a lot of folks are, I guess, taking advantage of all that fresh pow-pow that's fallen out there. We have our KIRO 7 pinpoint meteorologist Nick Allard, who doesn't like the word pow-pow, but you are tracking that fresh powder, especially in the mountains, Nick.
Call it whatever you want, because there will be more. Another, maybe 6 to 12 inches, depending on your elevation and what part of the Cascades you're in. If you look here in Lake Lake Stevens, we've had a little bit of snow, slushy stuff falling. Not a ton, but it's been there.
This is KIRO 7 breaking news.
And we are tracking some breaking news out of Kitsap County right now, where Olalla elementary schools are on lockdown as deputies search for a suspect. This all happened about an hour and a half ago. Deputies tell us the suspect fired at them and then ran into the woods. Now, they posted this photo from the scene near Burley Olalla Road and State Route 16. Right now, they're asking drivers to avoid that area.
I'm worried about the trees falling down and maybe power outages.
Oh boy, get ready to bundle up. Temperatures about to dip below freezing across western Washington. And as you can see right here of this video on I-405 in Bothell, some lowland areas already seeing those flakes flying.
And that includes right here in Seattle where we are. This is video of some grapple just outside our studios at KIRO 7, right across from the Space Needle.
Almost exciting to see, but it's going to be dangerous once it gets really cold. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elle Thomas.
And I'm Gary Horker. We are here tonight to get you ready for the frigid, dangerous cold ahead. Our KIRO 7 team is live across the region for you with the preparations you can make right now. Let's start off with our chief meteorologist, Morgan Palmer, in the Pinpoint Weather Center. Morgan, what areas have the best chances for lowland snow? High winds and rough surf has left a mark on Deception Pass State Park. Just take a look at this damage. This used to be a parking lot, but a storm Tuesday literally ripped it to shreds. It's all part of the wild winter weather we've seen across western Washington this week.
And we do have live team coverage for you. We're going to check in with Morgan Palmer here just in a moment. But first, we want to get to our Brittany Toulis in Oak Harbor. Brittany, this is astonishing. Those waves proving powerful enough to literally tear apart asphalt.
Right now on KIRO 7 News.
Temperatures are tumbling. Snow is falling all across Washington tonight. Take a look here. This is a live look at I-5 in Everett. It's starting to slow down a little bit, but man, an hour ago it was really coming down from Seattle to the east side. Not something you want to deal with during the evening commute. Now, the North Sound getting the brunt of the wintry weather today, and the rest of western Washington bracing for what's still to come. And things are deteriorating quickly in the mountain passes. Stevens Pass has been shut down until further notice. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elle Thomas.
And I'm Aaron Wright. If you didn't get any snow, don't expect to be spared from what is coming next. We are tracking what could be the coldest temperatures we've seen in years. Chief Meteorologist Morgan Palmer tracking just how low things are going to go. Our Bridget Chavez standing by on how you can keep yourself safe. But first, KIRO 7's Samantha Low-Mebow live in Lake Stevens. Samantha, how are things looking up there?
Right now on KIRO 7 News.
We've been warning you all week long. Now we're seeing it snow in the lowlands. In the last hour, we see it falling around Seattle. This on top of severe winds earlier this week, creating scenes like this. We're expecting that wind to pick back up, bringing frigid temperatures with it. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm Aaron Wright.
And I'm Elle Thomas. You know, it's hard to believe the worst could still be ahead of us. Hail, lots of snow, and damage like this. All the results of this week-long winter system moving across the state. And you guys, Mother Nature is not done with us yet. Powerful winds, high waves shut down part of Deception Pass State Park. KIRO 7's Brittany Toulis shows us the damage at the Western Beach parking lot.
Right now on KIRO 7 News.
At 6, snow is falling across western Washington. We've seen flurries around the region today, including some heavy bouts of snowfall in Seattle and in Snohomish County. You're seeing it up in Mukilteo. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Wright.
And I'm Elle Thomas. Now, the mountain roads also getting slammed, and that includes US 2, which is finally back open at Stevens Pass. It was closed earlier this afternoon. WashDOT says there's also a number of crashes across the Cascades, so delay your trips if you can. Now, we do have team coverage for you on the snow and preparations for all of this cold weather that we're getting.
Yeah, let's start with KIRO 7's Jake Chapman taking a live look at road conditions in Monroe. Jake.
This is KIRO 7 breaking news.
Snow coming down around the Sound today, leaving slick roadways in its wake. State Route 18 just reopened. It was shut down from I-90 to Issaquah Hobart Road due to spinouts. Chains now required at Tiger Mountain Summit, and Justin eastbound I-90 is closed on Snoqualmie Pass at Kittitas due to rough roads and weather conditions. No ETA on reopening there right now. Other areas from the east side to Snohomish County also seeing flakes, including downtown Seattle. Now, the weather we're seeing, some of the coldest we've seen in years. and it's going to be around for a few days. Good evening. I'm Elle Thomas.
And I'm Gary Horker. We've got team coverage for you around the Sound in this winter weather. We're tracking the weather across multiple counties. Jake Chapman, who's live near Lake Stevens with a look at current conditions on the roads. Jake, all of this is expected to freeze later tonight.
Exactly, Gary, and that's a big concern, not only for drivers, but
right now on KIRO 7 tonight, temperatures are tumbling and snow is falling across western Washington, leaving slick roadways in its wake.
It's going to make it really hard to go to work tomorrow. I was supposed to go to work tomorrow after having a 2-week break, and now I got to worry about driving in it.
Tonight, we're covering everything you need to know as some of the coldest weather we've seen in years sets in.
And snow in the South Sound right now. I'm tracking where it's going and how long it'll be before we finally get back to freezing.
We're continuing to follow the Boeing fallout after a door plug blew out midair.
We have to admit these problems exist, meaning the company has to admit that all these issues are really real. It's not just the blowout of the door.
Tonight, what an aviation whistleblower has to say about the safety of 737 MAX jets. And we begin tonight with snow falling in parts of western Washington. You're looking at Port Angeles on the left. It has really been coming down there over the last 6 hours. And then on the right down in Tacoma where the flakes are falling. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Wright. We have a lot to get you through tonight. And we're starting with team coverage, bringing you the conditions from all over the map. We've got crews as far north as Bellingham to Lake Stevens, Oak Harbor, and Seattle. Our KIRO 7 crews are standing by as we watch this weather system move in with what you need to know. But we start with KIRO 7's Jake Chapman, who's been in the North Sound, monitoring the roads and current conditions. Jake, what are you seeing out there?